Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Satori. If you're new here, I'm 25 years old and I'm a psychic medium, and I may or may not have a message for you today. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how your day is going. I'm watching my baby while I do this, so if I have to pause it at any point, I'll let you know. But I'll come back and finish the reading. But I'm using the Mystic Mondays Tarot. Let's see what y'all need to hear today. I pick and read intuitively always, so let's see. We already have 4 cards. We're going to start there. You have the 7 of Cups, the 2 of Cups. Someone was really confused about what their connection was supposed to be to you. So this is a very interesting connection I'm picking up on here. Hi. Okay. 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. It's weird because so this could be a jealous, like an old friend you had that would get jealous every time you would hang out with other friends, or like a partner that you had that you were kind of like, I'm not sure of this person because they have some belief systems that don't align with mine. The 4 of Pentacles, like the way this card is structured, it's just like in a kind of an oppressed space. And there was a lot of interference in the past, and what I'm feeling is happening, I feel like I want to take this card at the top. Yep, the Hierophant. I feel like this person is either looking at your social media or they're about to just look you up on social media and message you. It's funny because I feel like this person is not the kind of person to look people up on social media, or maybe use social media, or like stalk people. It feels to me like this would be very out of character for them. So the fact that they would do it, it's a big deal to them. They're not the type to look people up. Because they're feeling, what I'm getting is their feelings get hurt, and once their feelings get hurt, they don't want to look at you, or they try not to think about you. They just like avoidance is their form of, like when they get hurt, that's what they do. They're avoidant. So, not the greatest, like that's what I'll say. So I'm feeling like they used to have this very dark energy that they carried around with them, and you are someone that was trying to embody light and carry love out into the world and spread love into the world at the time that you met. And I think that's why you met, is because this is the exact type of person that needs love, if you know what I mean. So I feel like they've had some sort of awakening or understanding about what your purpose was, and they understand now. You were there to give them love, and I do have this, it's weird, they're maybe going to tell you that they were making assumptions about things, or they were not like they weren't giving themselves clarity, so they couldn't give you clarity, so they were very confused. Maybe they want to talk about their feelings now, because it feels to me like they didn't trust you before because they didn't understand you. And that's genuinely, I have to be honest, that's what I feel. They didn't trust you, and they might not have liked you because they probably felt like, what's your agenda in my life? Why are you here? I don't trust anyone. What do you want from me? It's sort of like a paranoid, like, I feel like they had a lot of problems they never communicated to you, but you could feel them, and you would always say these things like, I know what you're feeling, or you would kind of like point out what they were feeling and just say it to their face, and that was not something they were ever prepared for. You kind of threw them off. You threw them off because you looked at them in their soul, and they were like, why are you looking at me in my soul? Like, you're supposed to fall for this mask. Like, I wear this mask so I don't have to talk about my feelings, and you're trying to get me to talk about my feelings. That's just like the truth. That's what I feel. So, let's pull from the Rider-Waite. I'm going to shuffle this one actually because it needs a good shuffle. This deck likes to be shuffled. Need to check on her, make sure she's good. Okay. We have the Judgment card. Hold on. Okay, so, yes. All right. A big thing that I'm feeling here with this person is that they get embarrassed very easily. Again, avoidance, right? Like, why do they run off? What are they running from? They're running from something they're embarrassed of. So they're embarrassed of their soft emotions, or at least at the time that you met them, that's how they felt. So, very embarrassed. This person has recently traveled, or this is very specific, but I feel like they traveled and then they got sick or something like that. It feels like when they got sick and they started to feel better, things started to clear up for them emotionally that haven't been clear for a long time. It's like this person has been thinking very heavily of you for a very long time, but they haven't been letting themselves feel their feelings connected to you. So basically, what they would do is come up with. They couldn't, though. That's the crazy thing. They were trying to come up with ways that you did them wrong, and they couldn't. They were trying to justify their reaction to you. Their reaction was maybe kind of hurtful and hateful at times. Like, very hurtful. I feel like my feelings are very hurt right now. Like, I'm tapped into this energy. I'm like, ow, that hurts. Like, hey, that's mean. um, Maybe you said that. And I think this person could have gotten very defensive with you about it at the time, but you were right to say what you said. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is sort of like, I think something that they feel is just a lot of shame for the way that they maybe put you down. I feel like they put you down and that hurt you really bad. And you tried to let it go, but I feel like maybe some part of you hasn't been able to. Now, I'm not saying you're sitting here thinking about them 24/7. What I'm saying is, though, you still feel the impact that it had on you. So basically, now maybe you have a little bit less of a trust with men, or if this is a woman, women, maybe you have a distrust of people with their hair type or their personality or a zodiac sign. Like, there's just a trigger response that you have that was created from being friends or from being partnered with this person at some point. Um, this person would be willing to listen to how they made you feel too. I feel like they're becoming more accountable to how they make people feel. And they would be willing to listen. So I think that's maybe part of their intention for reaching out. If they're, I I just feel like they're going to, though. I don't think it's their choice. I'm not saying it's karmic, like they owe it to you, but they owe it to you. Like, it's not like you're sitting here waiting for it, but it is something that would be good for you. I think your spirit team is trying to communicate. You're very soft and forgiving. If you're not, this isn't your reading. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so they will offer you something. Okay, so it's interesting. It's not like a date or something. It's not like, I'm not feeling a date. You know what it feels like? It feels like a gathering, or can I get some clarity? Yeah, okay, hold on. The High Priestess, the Death card. Okay, it's so funny because you might actually say yes to going, even if it's not something you would normally go to. It feels like it is something that you wouldn't normally go to. It's different. Like with Scorpio energy, with Scorpio energy, it's very different. I'll be right back. I have to flip the stuff in the air fryer. Okay, so I'm back. Um, I heard someone say welcome back just now in my head. Thank you. Um, yes, so it's a much different setting than you're probably used to. So I don't know why it feels that way. Maybe they come from a different religious background. Maybe they just come from a different world. Okay, it's sort of, you know what I'm seeing is in Harry Potter, where Harry goes from being in the Muggle world to being in the Wizarding world, and that's like a big transition for him. Okay, it's a big transition. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go with it. I don't know. I just feel like Harry has this very accepting energy, not the chosen one energy, not you guys being compared to Harry fucking Potter. Okay, chosen one. Okay, okay. Okay, Buffy Summers. To each generation, a Slayer is born. Um, he is meant to balance out the Force. I don't know. Some of y'all think I'm crazy, but I'm thinking of fucking Anakin Skywalker right now. Anyways, it's like this person was embodying their Darth Vader energy, being like, "Rrr," and now it's sort of like they're reverting back to being Anakin, but Anakin before he got all toxic. Anakin when he's a kid and just full of excitement and like thirst for life and like I'm going forward, like that's the energy. It is such a buzz. They have such a buzz. I feel like buzz energy, like they're very electric. Okay, I'm seeing Benson Boone doing a backflip off something on the stage. And I feel like this person could be sort of that type of personality where they do crazy things that doesn't make a lot of sense. And they just sort of do backflips or, you know, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think they're just weird. Like, I think they own it though. Scorpio energy is like, I'm weird and I own it. It's who I am. I'm a big personality. You either like it or you don't. Yeah? Let's see what else. Anything else here? They love a good snack. I don't know why that came through. I saw this person like shoving a muffin into their mouth. Anyways, Six of Swords, the Star. Okay. I feel like you have really good karma for how you dealt with this person. Because I don't feel like you took the same route that they did. You were not avoidant with your feelings. You faced your feelings head on. And that's why this person is like having to get out of their ego. It feels like they're going to push through a lot of fear and anxiety. Hi, baby. They're going to push through a lot of fear and anxiety to make sure that there is some sort of reconciliation. But a healthy one. It can't be like there's nothing weird here. It actually feels very genuine. It feels like a appreciation, understanding. I don't know if compromise is the right word, but like kind of two people that are very different finding a way to love each other for who they are. And there's no labels here. I'm not getting friend, I'm not getting lover. You know what I'm getting? It's bigger than that, and it's divinely orchestrated that you guys teach each other love. But the grand scheme of love, no labels. Love, no labels. And if you are a spiritual person, then you know how important that is. To learn to let go of labels, to learn to let go of expectations, and just experience a person's soul. Yeah? Okay. So, it'll be like meeting this person for the first time. They're not the person that they were before, but they will acknowledge things that happened before. If that's something you want to do, they're more so just going to want to try again from this new version of themselves. So, maybe they just want to see what happens. So sending you guys love. Thank you for watching this video. I can't control what these messages are, but I'm loving the love energy lately. I'll see y'all in the future video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.